together on secularsounds.org.
Your listening station.
Hello, you're listening to Secular Sounds. I'm Andrina and this is Lifestyle MK, your magazine show for the radio. On tonight's show, we're talking In the Garden with Jill Gallen. I'm looking forward to doing more than just mulching. We are also joined by residence lister Sheena, and there will be the usual daft chat from Gary, plus local updates and some great tunes. Stick around.
Everything is open, nothing is set in stone. Rivers turn to ocean, oceans tide you home. Home is where the heart is, but your heart had to roam. Drifting over bridges, never to return. Watching bridges burn. Your driftwood floating underwater, breaking into pieces, pieces, pieces. Just driftwood, hollow and of no use. Waterfalls will find you, grind you. But nobody is an island, everyone has to go. Pillars turn to butter, butter flying low. Below is where your heart is, but your heart has to grow. Drifting over bridges, but never with the flow. And you really didn't think it would happen, but it really is the end of the line. So I'm sorry that you turned to driftwood, but you've been drifting for a long, long time. Everywhere there's trouble, nowhere safe to go. Bushes turn to shovels, shoveling the snow. Frozen you have chosen the path you wish to go. Drifting now forever and forevermore, until you reach your shore. Your driftwood floating underwater, breaking into pieces, pieces, pieces. Just driftwood, hollow and of no use. Waterfalls will find you, grind you, and you really didn't think it would happen, but it really is the end of the line. So I'm sorry that you turned to driftwood, but you've been drifting for a long, long time. You've been drifting for a long, long time. You've been drifting for a long, long, drifting for a long, long time. Thanks.
And that was Travis, and we played that for Philip Reeves of Clean and Fresh Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning. Call Philip on 01908 230 201, and if you mention the Vine magazine, you'll get £10 off your bill, which is not a bad thing. As usual, I'm not alone. Keeping me in line and on time is the gorgeous Gary.
That's me, Drina.
I'm glad you recognise yourself in that intro.
I do. I always recognise myself when I'm described as gorgeous. That's a given, isn't it?
What good self-esteem you have.
Well, it's doing all right, my self-esteem. You do wonders for it.
Oh, I'm there for you, babe.
About time.
Oh, you didn't need to go there. So
my chair's squeaking again today.
Yeah, I thought it was your back.
Well, my back is a little bit better.
I'm pleased to hear it.
Yeah, no thanks to you. Oh,
Too
and
early.
that's not meant in any kind of smutty way at all.
Too early for that comment as well. Overshare as usual. So, you went out without me on Friday night?
I did. I had one night of freedom. It was lovely. I enjoyed it a lot. There was a bunch of laughs. I was at a comedy night, though.
And it wasn't you, was it?
I'm just thinking, you getting a bit possessive, though, because...
Do you reckon?
Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to ask Sheena a bit later on to comment on it if I can get an anti-stalking order on you, because, you know, when I get a text saying, you used to text me when you were out with the boys, you don't text me anymore. I can't text you when I'm in the middle of a comedy night. I'm going to get picked on.
Oh, I could so embarrass you about the amount of times you text me.
Usually when I'm drunk.
I sent you a text saying, don't open this in public, it could embarrass you. And sent you a picture of my socks. And he was opening it under a table in a very important
I was getting
meeting.
excited when I was opening that text.
If your boss
It's
listens...
a picture of you and your socks. Well, you didn't have a lot else on.
What else have we been up to? I don't know where we've been.
Well, we went to TED Talks, didn't we?
TED Talks is so good. If anybody has ever
Never been.
Thank
Or
you.
Heard them.
Heard of them. TED Global, you can Google TED Global online, and there talks about stuff, anything, sharing information, sharing education. It's really, really good. And we went to a TEDx talk in Aylesbury, which is a local TED Talks, and there's still very inspirational people. What did you like?
Well, there was some amazing people there. I was really impressed by the, I think his name was Dr. Islam Issa.
Yeah.
And he is a Muslim, but he's actually studied English literature, and he teaches at, I can't remember where, is it at Cambridge or somewhere like that?
I don't know. He's head of English, isn't he? Literature.
He couldn't speak English when he came to the
England,
country,
yeah.
but he's now teaching English literature, and it was sort of amazing insight from a different culture in terms of how we can all learn.
The talk was called Misfits and Pioneers, and it was all about people feeling like misfits, but maybe bringing pioneering thought and things to the country.
What did you think when you were listening to the TED Talks, Drina?
Why are you asking that?
I just think that most people, when they go to a TED Talk, they're really impressed by the people talking. And
was?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Why are you giggling? You know what I'm going to say,
I'm
don't
wondering
you?
what you're going to say now.
Well, what I'm going to say is, like, most people are really impressed by the educated and intellectual people talking. And we come out for an intermission and speaking to a couple of people, and they say, what did you think? I said, well, Drina's thinking, well, I was thinking about what I could say at my TED Talk. No ideas about delusions of grandeur at all, have you?
I'd love to do a TED Talk.
She doesn't just like her voice on the radio, she likes it in TED
I'm not
Talks.
saying misfits and pioneers. I'm not saying I'm a pioneer. I was thinking, I wonder what I'd be able to talk about. That's what I was thinking. Thanks for that, guys.
I think you'd be able to talk about anything you wanted to.
What else did we do?
Can't you remember? The other thing,
I've got no idea.
I don't think Drina would be good at talking because she forgets a lot of stuff.
I forget words and things, but to be honest, I am pretty much a zombie. The Vine magazine goes to print next week, and I'm working till very late in the night and early mornings as well. So really, nothing's functioning. I know what we did. We were at Village Voice.
We were, and your sister-in-law was singing.
Yeah, like the village that I live in.
Hello,
Marlene. Formed a choir to raise funds for a charity called Pepper Foundation, I think it's called, www.pepper.org.uk, and they provide at-home palliative care for life-limited children and young people living in Hertfordshire and Buckinghamshire. Amazing. They're up to 7 nurses now, and they were just raising funds for that. But what a lot of talent. Young kids just getting up and singing solos. It was incredible.
It was absolutely amazing. It was good to see the local villagers having a good time.
Do we have a song coming up, guys?
We do have a song coming up.
What is it? Surprise me.
Well, it is a song called One Week, and it's by Bare Naked Ladies.
I like this
I'm glad
one.
I got to say Bare Naked Ladies. I like to say that.
You're so
It's
childish.
good. I know. But you like it. Should we play it?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Cock your head to the side and said I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me, saying get back together, come back and see me. 3 days since the living room. I realize it's all my fault, but couldn't tell you. Yesterday you'd forgiven me, but it'll still be 2 days till I say I'm sorry.
Hold it now, I want to hoodwink. Does it make you stop think? You'll think you're looking at Aquaman. I summon fish to the dish, although I like the chalet Swiss. I like the sushi cause it's never touch a frying pan. Hot like wasabi when I bust rhymes. Speak like Leanne Rhymes because I'm all about value. Bert Camper's got the mad hits. He
Seklo Sounds. Join us every Wednesday at 7 p.m. for 1 hour in the company of Harry and Edna on the Wireless, exploring all aspects of the vintage scene and playing tip-top gramophone tunes. Harry and Edna on the Wireless, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on seklosounds.org. Jolly good.
Every Wednesday at 9 p.m, join me, Brando, and the rest of the MK team for the Mookamp Radio Show on Seklo Sounds, where we lift the lid on the world of the MK dance. It's like a fanzine for your ears. So that's every Wednesday at 9 p.m, the Mookamp Radio Show on Seklo Sounds.
So we played Bare Naked Ladies, so I get to say it as well. Gary's grinning again. I played that for David at Asprey. They handle your insurance claims at home or in your business, and there is no charge. They just make it stress-free. If you want to know more, you can speak to David Hearn or go on their website, www.asprey.com. Coming up in a few moments is Jill in the Garden, but first I have a fantastic announcement if you are creative. M&G Productions, a new voluntary organisation in Milton Keynes, is hosting their first ever free taster session for over 18s and above who have creative media skills in either fashion, graphic design, hair, makeup stylists, artists, singing, dancing, writing, acting, pre or post production. Quite a lot of things there actually. The taster session will focus on sharing of ideas and opinions by the participants and some specialist consultants on areas of their individual skills that need improvement. The event is at the MKYMCA conference room in North Street, Milton Keynes, on Saturday the 23rd of May from 12:30 to 4:30. M&G Productions is a new voluntary organisation established in January 2015, and their aim really is to help unemployed people over 18 who have creative skills who may not have got employment just yet, and ways to increase their self-esteem. So that's a pretty good thing to go to. I think you can go to www.mightandgraceproductions.com. That's www.mightandgraceproductions.com to find out more. So you can get in touch with us and ask any questions of our guests, or just give us your comments on at LifestyleMK on Twitter, or lifestylemk@seklosounds.org. And now I would like to welcome back for the second time Jill Gallen from Potash Nurseries. Hello, Jill.